Another top 5 list today as Luke and I give you our top 5 Alabama state parks. Let's head to the Delta, and the beach, and the mountains. Number 5. Let's kick things off with number 5 on my list, Gulf State Park in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Gulf State Park was the very first state park that I ever visited when I was really young. Gulf Shores is only about an hour away from where I grew up, so it was the easiest one for us to make it to. It is different from all the rest of the state parks because it's the beach. Take a look. It's gorgeous. I haven't been to Gulf State Park since 2010, 2011 when I attended an event called Supper on the Sand, link down below, which was a celebration of the volunteers who helped clean up after the Gulf oil spill. Among the dignitaries that were at that event were local celebrity chef Panini Pete, the governor and the attorney general of the state of Alabama, and this guy named Guy. Number 4 on my list is Desoto State Park, which is on top of Lookout Mountain. And I just love this park. This waterfall is over 100 feet tall. It's absolutely stunning. There's a hiking trail that takes you to the base of it. There's one that takes you here along this rim of this little canyon. Being on Lookout Mountain, you're not far from Little River Canyon, which is probably my favorite place in all of the state of Alabama. And you're not far from Chattanooga because it's that same Lookout Mountain. Just looking at some of these images of the waterfall in the canyon, you can see why I love DeSoto State Park. Number 3. Historic Blakely State Park encompasses more than 2,000 acres of one of the largest National Register historic sites in the eastern half of the United States. Within the park's grounds are Alabama's largest Civil War battlefield and the sites of the important early Alabama town of Blakely, colonial-era homesteads, and evidence of American Indian habitation from the archaic, woodland, Mississippian, and historic periods. The park is situated in the Mobile-Tensaw Delta, one of the most ecologically diverse sections of Alabama, and it is dedicated to preserving its natural setting as a unique wildlife preserve. The park is the Lower Delta's longest-running boat tour operator and offers regular excursions into what is referred to by many as one of America's most unique natural wonders. Multiple guided cruises explore this stunning natural habitat along with numerous nationally significant historic sites, as well as the modern Port of Mobile, one of the nation's busiest harbors. The park contains over 25 miles of hiking, biking, and horseback riding trails, and offers a variety of special programs throughout the year. It also offers for rent cabins, camping shelters, family and group camping facilities, and RV camping. Day-use admission, $5 for adults, $3 for kids ages 6 to 12. Under 6 is free, as are veterans and active duty military. Although Blakely is called a state park, it is not operated by the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. State funding was suspended during 2011, and the park is now fully funded by private contributions and gate receipts. Number 2. Next on the list, Meaher State Park, right on Battleship Parkway, deep in the heart of the Delta. all the parks on this list, Meaher Park is the one I have the least amount of experience with. In fact, I only visited for the first time just a few months ago. Link down below. Even though I've only been to this park a few times, and all of them in the last few months, I have absolutely fallen in love with this beautiful little gem right in the heart of the Delta. It's got access to the water via a boat launch or a kayak launch. There's a nice little beach that you can walk along or fish from the bank of, and there are picnic tables. They even have an aviary on site where they have bees making their own honey. I have really come to adore this little park, and I can see me coming back many times in the future to hit the nature walk, which I have yet to venture down, and I'm sure that there is some really great fishing that awaits me in the future. Luke certainly enjoyed this park, and it's got, as I've mentioned many times before, one of the most beautiful RV campgrounds that I have ever seen. In addition to the 30-something RV sites and over a dozen primitive campsites, there are also 4 cabins on the ground. The park also rents canoes and kayaks. Meaher State Park is also a stop on the Alabama Coastal Birding Trail, so if you like looking at the tweeters, that's a good place to give them a lookin'.
That right there is another alligator, y'all.
There are showers and restrooms on site available for campers, open 24/7. Numero 1. Before I give you my number 1, I have 2 honorable mentions I want to bring up. One of them is Lake Point State Park, which is on Lake Eufaula, and the other one is Battleship Memorial Park right here on the Delta. Now my number 1, Cheaha State Park. Discover the beauty of the highest point in Alabama on an island in the sky. Cheaha Resort State Park, which is located on the southernmost tip of the Appalachian Mountain chain, is the oldest park in Alabama, established in 1933, and is considered by many to be one of the most unique parks in the nation. Cheaha State Park seems to be far removed from civilization. However, this park is only 30 minutes or so away from several historic downtowns like Oxford, Heflin, Anniston, Talladega, Linville, Munford, and Ashland. They are packed with shopping, dining, cultural arts, and recreational opportunities. Imagine 2,799 acres of granite boulders and wind-warped ancient trees at 2,407 feet above sea level, often above the clouds, and surrounded by 392,567 acres of the Talladega National Forest, including 7,245 acres of Cheaha Wilderness. Take a swim and cool down in Cheaha Lake. Surround yourself in its cold mountain water. Relax on the beach and watch the kids have fun in the sun. The park is home to the Cheaha trailhead of the Pinhoti Trail, which connects with the Appalachian Trail and accesses the Odom Scott Trail and the Chinabee Silent Trail. Rock climbing and rappelling is a unifying activity complete with challenge, commitment, camaraderie, and personal success. A great activity for groups or individuals. Rock climbing and rappelling groups seek the adventure of rock gardens and Pulpit Rock Trail each year. This view from Bald Rock looking out over the Cahaba Valley is one of the most beautiful views in the entire state, and why Cheaha State Park is my number one Alabama state park that I've visited.
Luke the dog here coming at you, asking you to please remember to click the like and subscribe. Ooh, squirrel! I'll be back.